Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into the channel, The Stone Mandalorian. Got a Black Series, two Black Series figure reviews for you today. We're gonna do a little twofer. We got the Mandalorian full Beskar and Grogu Baby Yoda. Really cool figures. This Grogu is from the red and black box packaging, and this is the Galaxy packaging 2020 Mandalorian. Looking righteous as ever. Love the Beskar, love the mold. Legs look great. Armor looks great. Holsters, bandolier. The main thing about this figure that sucks is just the plastic cape. And you can't see, got the rifle on his back. Looks absolutely dope. So, pretty awesome figure, decent articulation. Nothing crazy with Grogu here, but you know, didn't expect nothing too crazy with him. But we're gonna get these guys set up and go over some more details on articulation. I reckon first we'll just take a look at Mando here. Love the mold on the legs. All his weaponry and armor looks great. Holster got a real nice texture to it. Emulates some leather. Really love the bandolier and the belt. Just very detailed, good paint. Very cleanly applied, nice silver right there. Looks very nice. Got little holes where you plug in his rifle, his cycler rifle. Helmet also looks really good. I like the kind of matte silver paint they use, and obviously he's got his blaster, just a generic blaster. If I can get it out of his damn hand. You don't want to let it go. Got a trigger finger and should be a vertical hinge. Got some decent, nothing crazy, right at 90 here. Yeah, the gauntlets look awesome too. Got the Mudhorn insignia right here. The main thing that everybody hates is this damn cape, because it's just so hard to manage and do anything with. This bandolier piece is it just overlays, it's pretty loose. That's also where his jetpack plugs into. Good color on the boots, good painting. I love all the detail on him, man. He's got all his gadgets, and this is like his whistling birds, his missiles. I forget what they're called again. Been a while since I watched the show. I need to sit down and watch through it again since season 3. That looks good. Get him into now with his shoulder pads here. Can't really get him into any. His shoulder mobility is a little bit limited. It's kind of buttoned up right here against the top piece of his torso here. So as far as a T position goes, that's about without forcing it too much, that's about as far as I can get him. I have a feeling the legs are going to be better though. Oh, so I've got a horizontal hinge on the left hand, which is pretty typical with most of these figures. Get some good knee action going, single joint. Got some rockers, some pivots on his ankles. Go down about that far, it comes up about this far. Can't go up a whole lot because just the way that the sculpt is on his legs. But for the most part, I had him sitting on a pretty cool position. If you had like a cool stand and decide to put his jetpack on, you could get some pretty cool, like, you know, in air poses and stuff like that. He does have some butterfly joints, so that can help with, you know, getting him set up with his rifle and stuff like that. I think any new figure should come with butters. I just really like this sculpt because the armor and all of his extra weaponry on his belts, it just looks really clean. The paint looks good. There's a little smidge on the helmet here that could have been a little bit cleaner, but it's whatever. It's just me being picky if I had to be picky about something. So with the arms, articulation isn't amazing or anything, but you still can get him into some pretty cool positions. I didn't even show his rifle. So the cycler rifle is also really nice. I love that they actually, because most of the time they don't even paint blasters. So the fact that there's this brown on the stock looks really good. That's just a peg that goes into his back if you don't decide to have him holding it. Got like I reckon it was a black plastic, and then like the silver is the paint. Very clean job on the rifle here. From what I remember, it looks pretty damn accurate to the show as well. So yeah, that looks awesome. And I'll just show y'all his blaster pistol again one more time. Also cool little mold. A little bit of brown paint on the stock here with this like kind of gray plastic. And then right here, little baby Yoda Grogu from the red and black box. I think that was like 2016 or 18. No, not 16, I'm sorry. Maybe like 18 or 19. I have to check again. But, and it's not like you expect to get a whole lot of articulation out of this figure just because he's smaller and stuff. But he does have some slight, you can kind of make some, he's got slight pivot with his hands. They do turn around, 360 spin. So you can get some cool little hand gestures, like if he's pushing up and trying to use the force or something, or he's happy to see Mando or some shit, you know. But be careful with his arms though, because mine's, yep, look at that. I'm kind of glad it happened, but it just, be careful with the articulation because these little sockets, little ball joints do pop out. All you gotta do is pop them back in. Ain't nothing to it, just don't want to lose it. His tiny little arms. And the paint's pretty clean applied. I don't know if you can see, there's some like light gray, a little bit of gray white paint on the top of his head just to emulate his little hairs. I thought that was a really cool detail. I really dig that as well. His little brown khaki cloak. Just cues a button. Now this is really cool. The thing that I thought was so cool was his little feet. Like, I was not expecting his feet to move around. I figured they were just going to be fixed and him just stand, but they actually do have a little bit of motion to them, which is kind of cool. I wasn't expecting that when I opened them up. So, got some just information right here. Yeah, this looks awesome. They look amazing on the shelf together as well. So, like I said, articulation isn't crazy on Mando, just because of some of his armor on his torso kind of restricts what all you can do with him. Maybe next time around they can try to do like the O-ring style for his shoulders here. And they do also go all the way around. I'm going to show you that. The main thing is just this cape, and I've seen a lot of people, you know, and let me be real here real quick. The cape is not bad. Like, it actually looks good. It just doesn't, it just could have been better. I'm not going to say it's bad, because it doesn't look terrible. You know, it's just so hard to mess with. The way that you got the folds in there and the slight weathering on it and tears and stuff like that. It really doesn't look that bad on the figure. You know? Can't really, that's about as far as you can look down. Can't look up a whole lot. Head does turn all the way around though. And obviously we do have a little bit of ab crunch here. Some side to side tilt. Nothing crazy. But man, as far just the mold on this figure is just amazing. Like all the extra weaponry on the legs and his armor. The paint is amazing. Really solid figure. And you know, ever since it came out in 19 or 18, whenever it was, it's probably been one of my newer favorite Star Wars characters, as well as my brother and his kids. He's got 2 sons and a daughter. He passed away in a hit and run last year, unfortunately, but him and his kids really loved me. You know, Star Wars has always been our thing since we were little, so obviously he passed the torch on to them, and they really loved Mandalorian, obviously, because this little guy, Baby Yoda. But, so, you know, he's kind of important to our family. You know, having the father, kid, son dynamic or whatever on the show, it just meant a lot to me and my family and my brother. We grew up with our dad, so it was just cool to see that kind of dynamic in Star Wars again. Just a father and adopted son traveling the galaxy. So, yeah, this figure's freaking awesome, man. Articulation isn't crazy, amazing, or anything, but, you know, I like it. I'd recommend picking them up. I'd get another one. This is actually my second one. I have another one in box. But maybe if you happen to get another one to customize, or what some people like to do crazy different stuff with them, I'm going to show how it looks with the rifle in the back, because it just looks so awesome. See, and that just plugs in right here. Oh, I got it upside down. Plug that in right there. And it kind of sits behind them pretty cool, just like it does in the show. This is across his cape pretty good. That's the way I like to do it. I've seen some people drape the cape over his cycler rifle, but I kind of like the rifle to show a little bit. Not 100% sure. I can't remember how he has it in the show. I'm pretty sure it's draped over his cloak or cape. But yeah, man, this is a solid figure. Awesome paint details, awesome mold. So this is sick. I really love this figure. And Grogu just goes so great with him on the shelf. I mean, they look awesome together. Forgot to mention there also is a thigh swivel here. See that little, so you can get some thigh swivel out of there as well. This was a little bit tight. There we go. I like how the armor kind of covers that, so you can have the thigh swivel. It's very nice. We got elbow swivel right here. Also very nice. Pretty nice little butterfly joint here. This one's a little bit stiff, but it's definitely there, no doubt. Love a butterfly joint. Helps get some cool dynamic poses. Man, he looks terrific. So sick. So that wraps it up for this review. Really solid figure. I love it. Amazing paint. Looks great with Grogu on the shelf. Definitely recommend for anyone's collection, whether you want to keep them in the box or open it up. Totally up to you. Definitely, I had to get two. And he looks just, look at that. Looks sick. Like, you try to come get Grogu from these four, they're gonna fuck you up, dude. Okay, if you got Dark Troopers, it took one loot. You got Ahsoka, Boba, Chrysanthemum, and Mando? Shit. No, but they just look so sick on the shelf together, so definitely go pick him up.